Hi everyone and welcome to another unboxing. What else was it going to be? Today I wanted to share with you a new installment to a personal favourite of mine, franchise that is, and that is the SYBERIA franchise. This is the SYBERIA the World Before. Sorry, I've lost my bearings. So I'm going to be showing off the collector's set and the PS5 version of the 20-year edition. I technically had to buy these items separately, and I'll get into that in just a moment. So I'll be unboxing basically two separate items, but I'm going to show it all in one place for you guys. And my crazy fringe has made a return, so bear with. I might be adjusting my hair quite frequently. Apologies for that. So anyway, let's start off with the actual game. So I purchased this one separately. I decided to get it for the PlayStation 5. I know the game itself has actually been available for quite some time. I did get the Prologue demo thing on Steam, but I never got around to actually playing it. So this is like the full release for it, and this is the fourth game in the series. I should have mentioned that. But this is the 20-year edition, or I don't know if there was like a standard version available or if this is kind of the special one they've created for console. I'll do some research into that. But let's just take the plastic off and check it out. Okay, so it is a slip case. So it's a cardboard one, it's quite flimsy. But on the back it has all the information as to what's inside, and it gives you like a little bit of a breakdown as to, you know, what to expect from the game. For anyone who doesn't know what type of game this is, it initially started off as like a point and click kind of adventure. So 1 and 2, it was kind of, I don't know how to explain it other than point and click. But the third game, it kind of stuck to that formula but expanded on it. It's a very much narrative or story driven game. There's not really much else to kind of expand upon there. And then the fourth game obviously goes from where the third one left off, but I won't go into it too much. But if you're expecting it to be some sort of like high action game or a walking sim, it's nothing like that. It is a third person point and click. Anyway, the actual game case itself is a very hard, like, journal, a book style type of thing. We've got a quote on the back here from like the creator and author, or like the Mr. SoCal, who's unfortunately passed away now. So this guy, the quote that this has come from, this guy's dead, which sucks. So I'm glad that this game still came to be. And it's in French. I don't know what it says. I'm not even going to try saying it, but I'll hold it a bit closer so you can read it. And then we've got a mammoth on the front. Totally relevant. The mammoth is relevant. Go play the first 2 games to understand the relevancy of mammoths. Let's open it up. Oh, so there's something in here. Oh, we've got a little random warranty or kind of safety kind of pamphlet. We don't need that. And as you can see, we're celebrating 20 years of the franchise. So the first game came out in 2002. This is our protagonist, Kate Walker. Again, I won't go into great detail, but she's got a very like Lara Croft kind of vibe about her. She's got like the whole brown eyes and brown hair. So I don't know whether or not that's like some deliberate kind of homage in some way, especially since she kind of goes off on her own adventures. So there's a lot of parallels and similarities there. And oh wow, we've got quite a spiel here. So it's like a little book. Oh, it's all in French, which isn't ideal, but I'm sure there is something in here that translates it. Maybe there's an English version somewhere else. No, it's all in French, but nothing I'm sure Google Translate won't be able to fix. So I'm guessing it's, I think it might be something to kind of commemorate the fact that Mr. SoCal is dead. I'm fairly certain it's Mr. SoCal. It's someone is dead. It's either him or the composer, and I've forgotten who it is. I'm fairly certain it's this guy that has passed on. I could be wrong. But yeah, I'm going to look into that and read it in my own leisure. And then we've got a lot of like concept art. I'm going to try and find some concept for Oscar the Automaton, because there is something about this particular automaton that's made me very like nostalgic and like sentimental towards automatons. I think Return to Oz might have something to do with that as well. Like the whole idea of like these, because usually sentient beings that are meant to be inanimate, so like mannequins and dummies, that sort of thing usually freaks me out. But automatons, I think, are amazing and adorable. And I don't think I'm going to find anything in here. Oh, we've got some SYBERIA 3 artwork in here as well. So I think this is a compilation of stuff from all of the games so far. And again, I don't really know what to show without ruining too much of what the plot line is. But there's a lot of nice hand-drawn stuff in here. Colour, non-colour. It's really nice, actually. I'm determined to find Oscar. Okay, so I found some artwork for the current, so for World Before, the current game. And that's quite nice. Oh man, I was really hoping to find something with Oscar. Now, I think the closest we're going to get to like any of the mechanical stuff is this design here. So you can see they had like things that were operating other stuff. Oh, it's without really going into it, it's going to be hard to put this into context, but it's really nice to have. And then we've just got the standard game here. So that's a very short and sweet showing off of the 20 years edition, or the console edition, or however you want to call it. And they're actually referred to it as a media book. So it's a game plus media book, and I think that's cool. That's great, actually. I quite like that. So moving on to the collector's set, which I had to purchase separately due to the fact that, one, I hesitated for too long, and buying the collector's set with a game that included a game, I can't remember if it included this or just a standard copy of the game and game only. I really cannot remember. But either way, it had sold out by the time I decided I was going to, in fact, pre-order it. The only thing that was left for me to pre-order was the collector's set without a game. So I haven't doubled up. The game was never included in this particular one to start with that I opted for. So it even says very clearly here, game not included. So, you know, it cost me more in the long run to do it that way, but that's my own fault for hesitating. But without further ado, I'm going to rip this bad boy open and check it out. So it's quite a large box, as you can see, and in fact it's a slip thing again. So I'm just going to pull the little slip bit off and we'll just show that. So it's got all of the key art here in the front. We've got Kate here on the side. She's looking younger. I think that the past 20 years have treated her very well. She's looking younger with every game. The back of the slip tells you what's inside, but you know, we can find that out for ourselves. And then on the side here, it's not a profile image, but this is an image of a different character called Rose, I think. Or no, Dana Rose. Or yeah, Dana Rose. And I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure how the plotline threads together. But yeah, we actually will be experiencing the storyline of another character in this game, which is quite new and interesting. Anyway, so here is the big box. So we've got Kate once again. Oh, is that like an armadillo? What on earth is that? What is this? Is it an automaton weasel? What? I don't know what that is or who it is, but it's adorable and I want it. And then we'll go around to the side. We've just got some city line artwork there. That's pretty cool. And then on the back, we've got Dana. There we go. So that's quite nice. And it looks as though... Ooh, it's a very nice box. It's very sturdy. It's a proper sturdy box. So the top half comes off with all the contents on the inside. So I'm just going to pull bits out and show you one by one. So the first thing I can see here looks like some sort of art card. Oh wow! So it's a SYBERIA 4 art card, and it kind of imitates the SYBERIA 3 artwork. Can you see that? That's cool. I like that a lot. So supposedly it's Kate, though I'm not going to lie to you, they've got a little bit OTT on her eyelashes and her lips, but you know, we're not gonna, what's the word? Split hairs. We're not going to split hairs about it. Speaking of hair, that's a bit, what's going on here? That's crazy. But that is cool. I still like it nonetheless. So that's item number 1. Item number 2, it's a city guide. So depending on when I upload this, if you've seen my unboxing for The Devil in Me, the Dark Pictures anthology game, you'll know that there was like a kind of tourist guide in that as well. And this, so we're just getting like tourist map trends going on here. That's really cool. So let's open it up. So we've got a lot of like descriptive kind of well, yeah, descriptions descriptions really as to what to expect, you know, selling the city of VAGHEN. So VAGHEN is the capital of Osterthal, somewhere in the middle of Europe. In fact, I'll zoom it in, or I'll hold it up. You are not going to be able to read that. Sorry. Okay, I'll read it. VAGHEN is the capital city of Osterthal, a small country in the central Europe with a population of 9 million people. The city is built along the banks of the river Dombre, the third longest river in Europe, and is bordered by the Alps that separate it from Switzerland. As the 4th largest German-speaking city in the world, VAGHEN is renowned for its history, with its origins dating back to the 6th century, and for its architecture largely influenced by the Art Nouveau movement. Devastated by a fire at the beginning of the 20th century, VAGHEN became largely mechanized during its subsequent reconstruction. It since offers numerous curiosities that have fascinated generations of travellers and tourists. So in other words, they've got a shit ton of automatons, and I'm looking forward to meeting them. We've got a description here as to what to find. So you've got a musical square, a central station, an antiques district, and the Bridge of Mists. My battery was running low. So let's pick up from where we left off. So we were discussing the tourist guide. Let's just open this up. So we have like this "you are here" type of map. I wonder if this will be of any use to me in game. Oh wow, there's a QR code on here. If I weren't filming with my phone, I would actually scan the QR code and see what it does. So I might do that later. Check the description box to see what the QR code does. Now, we've got restaurants, we've got parking, we've got picnic areas, places to sleep, pubs. So it's very informative. So yeah, that's quite useful to know. But I like that a lot. I really do love like quirky commemorative things like this. Yes, I've got a lot of time for these types of items in these collector's sets. So that was the second item. We'll move on to the closest item. So I've got like what looks like a game case. Like I say, the game did not come with this, so I don't know what's inside of it. So it looks like just a regular old DVD case. Let's open it up. Ooh. Oh, it's slightly damaged, but never mind. So we've got like a city landscape here. Very nice. It's slightly damaged here at the bottom. I'm not gonna split hairs about that because there isn't actually a game inside of here. However, if you watching have ordered this and it came with a game and your game case is damaged, then reach out to your retailer, see if they're willing to help you out. So obviously this is where there would have been either a game disc or a Steam code, I'm guessing, or a PC, copy. But instead we have inside here the soundtrack on a downloadable code. So I'll just show that to you guys. So I think this is downloaded straight from the Microids website. And I'll list the soundtrack in the description as always, so please check that. And we also have these like lithograph postcard type things. So I'll hold them up a little bit closer so you can see them. So we've got like the river, which is very nice. And I like that it's kind of like a hand drawn. Well, no, it's not hand drawn. It's like an old style photograph. I like that a lot. And then we've got a little bit on the back there. Second one, it's kind of like a ski lodge, or just the Alps, a lodge in the Alps, I'm guessing. Very nice. This one's in colour, but it still looks like actually this one looks more like a painting. I think this one's more of an illustrate, like, so if this was a real postcard, I think that first one was a photograph, this one's a painting. Very hard to tell. And there we go, we've got a little something on the back. I will always remember this with a postage stamp on it. I love little details like that. Okay. This one also looks more like an illustration, so this is just like a generic scene somewhere in the city, featuring what I'm guessing is one of the bars or places to sleep. That's very nice. There we go, and more stamps on the back. The City of Music. I know what that's in reference to because I did play a little bit of the Prologue demo. And this one's another one that looks like an old photograph. So this is the gazebo in the town centre, which you do experience this in the demo. And on the back it says, here the musicians are sophisticated automatons. Oh, they play the national anthem, the Swan Song. There we go. So yeah, so 4 postcards and soundtrack are inside this like DVD case, broken DVD case nonetheless. So that's a shame, but again, I'm not going to cry about it. So that was like the 3rd, 4th and 5th item, I guess. Now on to the next. It's a Steelbook, and this is quite nice actually. So we've got like a cool, it's very like single tone, so there's not a lot of shading, not a lot of much going on really. It's quite a simple image. So we've got a couple of people, we don't know who they are, hiking up the Alps, I'm guessing. There we go. And then this symbol, it's prominent throughout the series, so it's I can't actually remember what it is specifically, like in order how to explain it to you without maybe accidentally standing into spoilery territory. But this is relevant. I will say that this is relevant. But I like that a lot. And then on the inside we've got the cityscape again. So the same imagery we just saw on that DVD case. That's cool. So again, this would have had the game in it, I'm guessing. So if you ordered a console version, I would guess the game would have been in here. And if you had ordered the PC version, the game would have been inside that DVD case on a code. I'm guessing. I could be wrong, so don't quote me there. That was the Steelbook. Now on to, we've got 2 items left. So we'll save the best to last. So I will move on to the big art book before we move on to the finale. So here we go, we've got Kate and Dana again. We've got the main logo. And this is a chunky book. Look how thick that is. And it's super hardback too. And there's a lot, there's a lot of art in here, but the first couple of pages have, I think they're summarising what happened in the previous games. So I won't really spoil that for anyone who maybe wants to go back and play them. But it's quite nice, so for someone like me who has played them, and I remember the plot threads like in a nutshell, but small details may have escaped my memory. So, oopsie. So this will kind of summarise what we've experienced so far up until this most up-to-date instalment of the game. So there we go, we've got SYBERIA 2 as well. And then it summarises SYBERIA 3 also. And then we've also got like character introductions and summaries. Yeah, so we've got Dana as well. So we already know that we're going to meet Dana at some point in this game. I won't go too far into it because I don't want to spoil it for myself either. There we go. So we've got a lot of like concept art, initial designs. You know what type of thing to expect at this point. And then we've got more about Benoit Socal as well, the creator and man behind the story. There we go. So that's what I would call like a proper, it's not just an art book. This is kind of a historical like look at the franchise in a nutshell. So this is kind of the sort of book that if you saw this on its own in a store, you could pass this over to somebody and they could probably get a good sense out of what the franchise offers without having to play the game. If that makes any sense. But that's good. I really like that, and I would like to sit down and read that in a bit more detail when I have a bit more time. So now that brings us to the final aspect, the final item within this special collector's set box, and that is a statue, of course. So bear with me whilst I carefully remove it from its shell. Oh, I stand corrected. There are two other items in here. So we've got a keyring, and it is indeed what appears to be an armadillo. Let's see if I can get that a little closer without taking it out of the bag. It's a little balled up armadillo in keyring form. So that's cool. And we also have something in here. Oh. It's a music box. Oh. Oh. So I'll try and show you the inside of it, sorry. So I've seen a lot of these online, like people who make these themselves for like video games and stuff, and I'm so glad to see someone has decided to make one to include in a collector's set. Oh no. Oh, have I broken it? There we go. Oh. That's really cool. It's a shame it doesn't automatically play, but it's handmade, so this is all like burnt wood. Oh, that's really cool. That's amazing. That is probably one of the most unexpected and pleasant surprises I've ever had in a collector's set ever. And I'm absolutely thrilled with that. So I stand corrected. There are in fact, let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 to 10 pieces inside of this. We are now on to the 10th and final item. The aforementioned statue. Oop, and it comes in 2 pieces. Oh my. Oh, it's a statue that comes apart. Oh my goodness. So should I show you piece by piece? Does it slot? Oh, it's magnetic. Ooh, it's kind of magnetic, sort of. So one half is Kate, and I'll just to kind of manage expectations. This is totally plastic. It's not resin. It's not anything super hard wearing. It's Kate. Not super detailed in the face, but she's got the armadillo by the looks of it. Yeah, and then you can see that cool logo I was referring to earlier behind her. And then the second half is Dana. She's got like her sheet music here. She's also in front of the logo. We've got a lot of like gears, mechanical, like very in keeping with the theme, the whole automaton and mechanical steampunkish kind of thing we've got going on. And it sort of clicks together. Yeah, so it is magnetic, but it's not strong enough to hold itself together. But if you have them together on a shelf, they would stay. So there we go. So it's not a super hard wearing statue, but I think when you consider the fact that there's like 10 items all together here, that's pretty good going, I'd say. So to recap, we have got the statue, the music box, an armadillo keyring somewhere, armadillo keyring, art book, Steelbook, case with soundtrack and postcards, tourist map and art lithograph type thing, and then special hardware in box to keep it all nice and safe. Overall, I'm very happy with that. I expected nothing more and I expected nothing less of it. I'm very happy with all of that. Like I say, when it's a franchise that you actually care about, sometimes it's not so much quantity, it's not even quality. Sometimes it's just nice having something to represent your passion for something. And I'm just glad that I've got my hands on it, to be honest. Much like with this one here, the third game. I never did an unboxing for it. And I probably never will because the box is actually damaged. You can't see it, but it's damaged. This came with a beautiful resin statue, which actually also arrived broken. I fixed it, but that's a separate story. But to have these things that's a joy in its own self. So I don't get too butthurt about these things because it's not about reselling. It's not about showing off. It's about having something that represents another thing that I like and enjoy. So I don't really know where I was going with all of that, but yeah, overall I'm very happy with the collector's set. I'm very happy with the game. I can't wait to play it. I've got quite a lot on my plate at the moment, so I don't know when it'll be, but I do intend on getting around to this as soon as I can. So all in all, I'm happy with that. I hope you enjoyed watching me unbox all of that. If you did, you can give the video a thumbs up. You don't have to, but the option's always there. You can subscribe if you like. I'm not going to make you any promises as to how frequently I upload these types of videos, nor will I promise that I live stream very frequently. But if you subscribe, you'll be notified when I do either of those things. So feel free to do that as well. Thank you again for watching, and I'm sure I'll see you all again some point soon. Bye bye.